the blacks or the Hispanics, right? He's speaking to the Israelites.
It says, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right? It's like, and hearken just means to listen. He said, but it shall come to pass if you do not listen to the Lord thy God.
It says, hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
Wait, that all these what?
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, and a curse is a bad thing, right? Right, curse is a bad thing, right? Let you get it. Give me a couple of curses.
Oh, okay, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 37. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment in a proverb, in a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
All right, so the Lord said you shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword, meaning you're going to be called things that you're not, right? You got a point? Yeah, can't read that.
This is another curse. Deuteronomy 28 and 31. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. So it's going into how they slayed you guys' ox, which was the buffalo and stuff.
Right. They tried to starve. Right. They tried to starve the Native Americans out. Right. Well, yeah, they did, and that was a sign of warfare. Right. That was a sign of warfare. So taking away y'all food, so they could starve y'all out, so to make y'all weaker to overcome y'all. Right. They did that. That was a curse. The Lord said that would happen to the Israelites. Right. Because we're giving our people their God-given nationality, not what man called them. Because I'm not black. Neither am I African American. Right.
Verse 38.
Right, listening to this applies to you too.
It says, thou shalt carry out much seed into the field, and shall gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it. I'm gonna jump down to verse number verse number 42. It says, I'll start at verse number 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
What the Lord said?
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So the Lord's telling you who your enemies are. I mean, you already know who your enemies are, right? But a lot of our people don't. They think everybody they friend, right? Right. It's Satan, which is you know who, right? Because you see Satan walking around every day.
That's right. It says, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He shall what?
He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
You see that? Look at that yoke of iron. Didn't they do that to your people and my people? The Lord said, your enemies shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. But remember, he's talking to the Israelites, right?
It says, upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
Right.
Verse number 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Wait, read that again.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Wasn't y'all already here? The Lord said he shall bring a nation against thee from far. What nation was that? The white man.
It says against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Right.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right.
A nation of fierce countenance.
Yeah, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Right? Didn't they have to have a translator to speak back and forth? That's right.
Have love for everybody.
Can you show me that scripture? Well, the churches never told our people that they were Israelites. The churches said, "Come as you are." They said, "Love everybody," and the Lord never said that. Right. And they said, "Forgive the ones that killed your ancestors." Right? They have a heavy judgment coming to them. The Lord is not coming to save them. They got a heavy judgment coming to them for what they did to the Israelites. And the Lord said he hates them. So if the Lord hates them, I most definitely hate them.
That's right. I just want to say one thing. So like you said, just love everybody, forget everything, but you can't forget. Now, it's a difference than just acting like you don't know, but if you know, you got to know that. Because how you going to teach your children that? They got to know what happened. They can't just say, history, that happened, but it's okay. We're gonna just shrug it off. No, you gotta teach them that it's not like you instilling hate in them, but just like in the schools, the so-called I forget that project. What's that project called? Where they trying to take away the teaching about slavery. That's literally making us forget our history. Yeah, but that's making us forget our history. But we can't forget our history because that's who we are. That's like that trauma that we've been instilled in us is already there. So taking it away, it's not gonna like basically negate what it happened. Like I'm gonna get this precept in Numbers. I'm gonna read one thing, like Numbers, right? Chapter 35 and verse number 32 or 33. It says, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land."
What?
For blood it defileth the land. So this land, we built this land. Our blood is underneath this concrete. We cannot negate that fact. So I'm gonna read you what God said. He said, I'm continuing on. It says, "And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed."
But how?
But by the blood of him that shed it.
Oh, by just forgetting.
But by the blood of him that shed it. That's why. So if you, the point that you saying, just forget. I don't care about the history. Well, the Lord not forgiving or forgetting. He know it happened. Everybody gonna get a recompense. So we understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, though, we gotta show our people these things because that's when they gonna be relatable.
Well, right now, I'm sad they took all the points. They took all the great.
Well, we're not sad though. I mean, it's a sad thing, but we understand why it happened. It's a difference. Like that's why the Lord said, "With much knowledge become bitter," because like we understand why it happened. It could have been prevented, but nevertheless, the Lord gave us two options, like the brother was teaching: keep the commandments and not have these things happen, or keep the commandments. If we would have kept the commandments, it wouldn't have happened. But on the fact that it did happen, we learn from it, and we teach our people, "Hey, this is how we avoid it." So instead of having that as a continual practice, we know how to come out.
Now, real quick, brother, the brother right here had a point.
Yeah, brother. They want us to remember things like Gettysburg, 9/11, the Holocaust. Why is it when it comes to us and our history that now we have to forgive and forget?
That's not fair. Everybody wants us to forget. They say, "Oh, that happened so long ago. Just forget about it." But they don't say that when 9/11 comes. When 9/11 comes, they say, "Remember 9/11." They say, "Never forget." Literally, those exact words. They say, "Never forget." But when it comes to us, forget about it. That's old. You know?
This is Job chapter 8 and 8. "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to search of their fathers."
Right. You say, you were saying like, forget about. Let me get Deuteronomy 32 and 7. We have to remember. We have to search of our fathers, right? Because our fathers, they were in right relationship with the Most High God, and we want to get back to that right relationship with the Most High God. Now at a certain point in time, they started going off, and that's why the curses befell. That's what we just read. The Lord said, "Thou shalt not hearken diligently, thou shalt not listen to the Lord thy God. These curses will come upon thee." Now these curses came, some time later. It didn't come at that moment, right? Because they were in right relationship with the Most High God, right? Deuteronomy 32 and 7.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 7. "Remember the days of old."
What the Lord say?
Remember the days of old.
We have to remember the days of old, brother. We have to remember these things.
"Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will shew thee thy elders, and they will tell thee."
Right, and these are our fathers speaking. These are the Most High God and our forefathers speaking to us through these scriptures. We're reading what they wrote, and we're asking the Most High to show us, and our forefathers are telling us through the Most High. They're telling us. Yeah, but they're telling us. They're telling us. We're gonna give you a pamphlet, brother. You're an Israelite. You're God's chosen people, right? You're God's chosen people. God has a chosen people, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
Which are the Israelites. Jacob had 12 sons who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. That's God's chosen people.
That makes me feel a lot better.
All praise to the Most High.
Con, this Genesis 49.
Got it.
Con, this the book of Genesis 49.
Listen to this, brother. Hold on, real quick. Let's get verse 41.
Con, Genesis chapter 49 and 1. You said 49 and 1? Yeah. Con, Genesis 49 and 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said,
Right. So Jacob called unto his 12 sons, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. He called unto his 12 sons.
it said, "And gather yourselves together, that I may tell you which shall befall you in the last days.
Right. He said, come together so I may tell each and every one of you what's going to befall you in the last days. Right now, this pertains to the Native Americans. This is what he said was going to happen. Now, Genesis was written thousands of years ago. But how long would you say that this land was taken over? How long ago? You say maybe 400 or 500 years ago? Right, 1492, right? But this is thousands of years ago. So this is prophecy somewhat fulfilled because there's two parts to this. There's two parts of prophecy, right? Listen to this.
Gad, Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him.
What did the Lord say?
Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Right. He said, Gad, a troop shall overcome you. Now, Gad are the so-called Native Americans today. Gad, he had sons, and his sons had sons, which are the so-called Native Americans, but they're really Gadites, according to the Most High God. He said, Gad, a troop shall overcome you. He said, but you shall overcome at the last. Didn't that troop that came here overcome Native Americans? But he said you're gonna overcome at the last.
Damn right.
Why? Because the Gadites are gonna wake up.
That's right.
The Gadites are gonna repent and come back to the Most High God.
Right.
And the Gadites, the Most High will give them the green light to overcome that nation that overcame them.
That's right.
See, I don't even celebrate Thanksgiving.
We neither. We tell people we're not celebrating Thanksgiving. We're not celebrating Christmas, and it's crazy. Columbus Day, yeah, we're not dealing with that. You know, we don't celebrate no holidays. Why? Because they gave us those holidays. So why would we celebrate them when this is what y'all did? Why would we do that? You know, ultimately too, it's crazy.
Every time I see that, it makes me sick.
Exactly, and it's crazy because they said it's crazy because a lot of people, you ask them, what's the meaning behind Thanksgiving? They'll literally tell you what's the meaning behind it, and they'll still go celebrate it anyways.
I have a son who's African American. I love him to death. How you doing? Black, Hispanic?
See that? Hey, the Lord, exactly, we're liking unto each other. The Lord said, gather, Zephaniah 2:1, the Lord said, gather together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. We're not desired, right? Thanksgiving is a spit in our face, right?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. I know too is this book. I think it's called 100 Facts About So-Called Indians. They literally knew who they was. They was keeping the commandment. They literally was calling upon the Lord, like when they say Yahweh. So they chanted, they were doing. They knew who they was, but obviously
you have 5 minutes for the word of God.
Like, we didn't know who he was until we opened the Bible and the Lord revealed it to us. So you would be an Israelite. Like they knew, like they didn't eat the pork, they didn't eat these unclean animals. They knew the feast days. So when you go into that book, it's a really good book, and it'll show you like, damn, we knew who we was. They got linked right up with this Bible. So I just wanted to bring that too.
Right.
Tell me some stuff I didn't know.
Right.
You guys don't have to respect.
Right, brother. We got a precept for you. We got a precept for you, real quick, brother.
This First Chronicles chapter 5 and 18.
Go into
The sons of Reuben and the Gadites that have tribe of Manasseh, of valiant men able to bear buckler and sword and to shoot with the bow, and skillful in war with 40,703 score that went out to war.
Right. So I mean, you already know Native Americans. They were mighty men, right? Mighty men. They were skillful in warfare. You know, that's why it took them so many years to take this place over, because it was a long fight. It was a long fight, but
If we would still have this land, there would not be all this trash.
Nope.
How people do.
Nope.
They disrespect our land.
that's right.
And it makes me mad when I see them do that.
That's right. That's why the Lord said, "Let them not rise, that they don't pollute the land with cities." Right. Now with cities everywhere. See that? It's not right, brother. You got the pamphlet, brother. You got the pamphlet.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All praise, well, brother. Check that out and contact that number. You know, more grace and peace be unto you. That's right. How you doing, family? We're doing all right. What's our nationality?
Black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Filipino.
Okay, y'all, brothers and sisters.
No.
Husband and wives? Oh, okay. All praise the Most High. Hey, you know, when people are together for a point of time, they start to look like each other.
16
You know?
years.
Oh, you see that? No wonder. Hey, no wonder. 16 years. You know, I was right about that. So, what's your father's? What's your father? Filipino? Okay.
My dad black and Indian.
Okay, all praise to the Most High. Y'all heard about the Israelites?
Yeah.
What do y'all know about them?
Well, I've been in my Bible lately and learning, and I know
That's beautiful.
I know that they're Jesus people. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's right.
I know He came to help guide them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But even though He came and told them that who He was, they still didn't believe. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, some of them didn't, some of them did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Now when you take it further back, would you know who they are? Would you know who they are today?
Yeah.
Who are they today?
Like, what do you mean?
Who are the Israelites today? Because nobody's claiming to be Israelites. Everybody's saying they black, they're Puerto Rican, they're Mexican, they're white, they're Japanese.
We're all like, well, from what I've been learning, I know it's like we're all like descendants from them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like because of what you know how everything is today, we all are like generated from parts of from ever since from Adam and Eve. You know, Abraham and his kids.
Right.
From Moses to his kids. You know, so
Right.
I know we're all descendants of them. you
Right,
know?
right. But did you know that you are of your father?
Yeah.
So, like a lot of people say mixed, but there's no such thing as mixed.
Right.
Like, because the father, we can agree the man carries the seed.
Right.
So whatever your father is, that's what you would be. Because, so like you brought up Moses. Moses was a Levite.
Yeah.
He was from the tribe of Levi.
Okay.
So all his sons and all their sons are all Levites.
Right.
You know, and because we got Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
Jacob had 12 sons, which are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
So our people will come from that lineage.
Right.
You know, we'll stay from that lineage.
Right.
We'll continue to come from that lineage.
Right.
You know, we won't be Japanese because my grandma's Japanese.
Right.
It doesn't. It's not how it's going to be. But we're here to show our people who they are in 2023,
Right.
and who they always been.
Right.
It's just due to slavery and all the trauma that went on with our people. Our names was changed. Our people failed. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they're going. They're in this society just doing whatever makes them feel good. When we're actually living in the last days, and we have to come back to the Most High God.
Right.
Right. So who would you say that? Like, so you would agree that like the Israelites are our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans?
Yeah.
And how will we know that? I mean, because I can't just tell somebody.
I
and,
haven't
you know?
dived that far in.
Right.
I have been introduced to that, so it's like new information to me. So
Okay.
I'm willing to listen to it.
Oh, okay. All praise, because we don't want to take up too much of your time. All praises, humble sheep. So you say you haven't dived that deep. Have you went into Moses?
Yeah, like somewhat. Like I haven't read the story, but
Right.
like I've watched like a lot of movies and videos, short
The
clips.
Prince of Egypt.
The Prince of Egypt.
Yeah,
I've
that's a good
also-
movie. I like that movie.
I just tapped into. I mean, I know it's like for kids and cartoon, but it's
Right.
called Superbook. I don't know if you ever
Oh,
heard of
Superbook?
it. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's mighty. That's
yeah,
mighty.
I love it. So it's only it only tells you so much of what's
Okay.
in there. So I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to leave some things out because the truth is hidden. The truth is hidden, and
Exactly.
it's not good if it's not good for them if it's revealed.
Right.
So Moses was with the Israelites.
Right.
He brought them out, split the Red Sea,
Yeah.
and he gave them law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
And there was blessings that came with it.
Yeah.
Blessings if you did good, curses if you
Right.
did bad. So if you
Right.
follow the Most High, the Israelites will rule the world, which they did at one point. I know y'all heard about David, King David,
Yeah.
King Solomon. Those beautiful times.
Yeah, they are.
Israel ruled the world at that time.
Yeah.
But in 2023, Israel doesn't rule the world.
Right.
So a blessing, you'll rule the world, but a curse will be that all curses, all these things that we see now, even today.
Yeah.
Even today will befall our people. So we're going to give y'all a couple just to show y'all. Right? Because the first 5 books, Moses wrote the first 5 books.
Right.
So we're going to jump in the book of Deuteronomy.
Okay.
And we're going to give y'all a couple curses. And we want to have a little dialogue to see if we're making this up or if we're taking it out of context.
Okay.
Because if we're wrong, we would want y'all to let us know.
Right.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Give us 15.
It's like Deuteronomy 28 and 15. He says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee."
Right, so the Lord told the Israelites, if y'all don't hearken means to listen. He said, if y'all don't listen to the Most High God, which is y'all God and y'all God only, if y'all don't listen to Him, all these and keep His commandments, all these curses will befall you. Because keeping the commandments, it was beautiful.
Right.
You know, you ruled the world. You had everything you could ask for.
Right.
You know, everything you could ask for. It was and you know, on a low level, that was heaven.
Right.
That was heaven.
Yeah.
But you know, now we in hell.
Right.
You know, hell is not a place underground where you burn.
Right.
That's not hell. We're in hell right
What
now.
I've been told is they say for Christians, this is the closest that we'll get to hell, is being on earth.
Right,
And
well,
for the
yeah.
ones who don't believe, this is the closest that they'll get to heaven.
Hey,
So
see that? That's crazy.
I was like, wow, that's pretty deep.
That's
you
deep.
know what I'm
That's deep.
saying?
That's deep. So we gonna now that's deep. You know, if we got time, we'll come back to that. That's deep. So now we're gonna get a couple of curses. Let's get 16 real quick.
Deuteronomy 28 and 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So the Lord told the Israelites, He said, "Cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the field." Now, wherever you go in the world, who's cursed in the city?
Like the people?
Yeah, what nation of people are cursed in the city?
The
The minorities, right? And why would you say that? What's some examples?
All the low income, like.
That's right. The slums and the ghettos, right? The Lord said that would be a curse to live in the slums and the ghettos. That's a curse, right? Right. But the Lord also said, "And cursed shalt thou be in the field." Who's cursed in the field, right? You look at this right here.
Everybody in the army.
Not that field. Not that field. Cursed in the field. Picking cotton, picking corn, the sugar cane field, from sun up to sundown. Tobacco fields, right? Right? Can the Chinese man say that sounds like him? Yeah, I don't think so either, right? So we want to find out who these people are talking about, right? So we can say that matches our people, right? Now we don't want to read one scripture and just run down the street with it, you know, and say that's us. Yeah, we got to read the whole thing, but it's a lot of curses. So for sake of time, we're gonna bring a couple out, and then when the family goes home, y'all look into this. Y'all look into
I've
this.
only read right now, because I've been diving into it just recently,
Right.
the past 2 months.
All praises, all
yeah,
praises.
and I just-
You've been in your Bible.
Yeah,
All
I
praises.
read Proverbs and I'm finishing Romans. So
Okay, Romans is
I'm like,
another
I
book.
definitely want to get into Deuteronomy. You know?
Yeah. That's the thing, because the Lord said He comes in a volume of the book.
Right,
And
right.
a lot of people, they get a fresh Bible, they open it up, and they go right to Matthew.
Right.
They go right to Matthew.
Yeah.
They go right to Matthew, and they say that they read the Bible and that they know the Bible.
Yeah.
But you can't jump into a TV show and watch season 2 and think you know what's going on.
Because there's
You know?
there's 4 gospels, right? That's what it is. So it's like it's better to read all of them instead of just Matthew, because he was also the John.
Well, yeah, they read those too, but sometimes that's all they read.
Right,
They don't read
right.
Revelation. They don't read
Yeah.
Genesis. They don't read Deuteronomy. They don't read Joshua.
Right.
So right. A lot of people, they're only New Testament only.
Yeah.
But how can you the Lord has wrote in this whole book for a purpose.
Right.
You can't read just the Old Testament, the New Testament, and think you know something. You know.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
So we're gonna get a couple more questions real quick. Let's get another one.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
The Lord said, "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people." Who did that happen to when you think about that saying? About a nation of people, their sons and their daughters being taken from them and given to a whole nother people.
So many. There's so many races that,
So-
that they have done that to.
Okay. You had a point? Oh, kind of.
Yeah, they done
Kind
that
of says,
to,
and
like,
thy eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hands.
Right. So the Lord said, "And thy eyes shall look and fail for longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hands." Meaning that during this time of slavery or whatever, let's say if the slave owner wanted to come and take your son,
Yeah.
what you gonna do about it? The Lord said, "There shall be no might in thy hands." We see it they make movies about it all the times. Let's say take your son and say he's going to Washington, or even on damn New Year's. New Year's was a thing to where it was like Black Friday. They had sales going on the Israelites. A slave owner might come down from Washington and he see your son. He's like, oh, I want him back out over there with me, and he pays for him, and he takes your son to Washington, and you couldn't do nothing about it. Now I know you said that happened to everybody.
Well, not everybody, but like a few people, like races.
Right, blacks, Hispanics, and that's what we mean, because they separated us. They said, I'm black, y'all Hispanic, whatever the case may be, but we're the same people.
Right.
Got the same blood running through our veins. Right.
Yeah, no, I just want to say a point, like, even like modern day, like CPS. CPS is coming against each other. That happened as a whole, but chiefly that's coming in our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
CPS, I never see, well, it can't happen to the Chinese man. But you don't see that as a whole. It's always hard. They not getting fed, or I forget another neglect. That's the one main thing, they neglect. Because we at work all day. The parents the children probably got to take care of themselves for a little bit to the mamas or parents come home. But that's all.
I was actually trying to bring this curse out. It's Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Right, and a stranger in this context is meaning the other nations. So he's telling you that he's telling the Israelites that those that are not Israelites, meaning the other nations, Moabites, Edomites, Ammonites, which are the other nations, he said they shall
get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. And I want to make a point. When you look at our neighborhoods, what people are setting up businesses in our neighborhoods? It's not us. But when you look at Chinatown and all their neighborhoods, we don't have businesses there, but they come and set up shop in our neighborhoods. So that's a
Right. Let me get verse 54. Yeah, because when you think about slums in the ghettos, who's in the 7-Elevens? The Arabs. And all the 7-Eleven. What? And,
The Chinese.
Right. The Chinese.
Yeah. Restaurants. Right.
Yeah, you see that? Right, and so the all the 7-Elevens, the Arabs in there, selling people what? Alcohol, Newports, Newports, all these things. Not saying that nothing's wrong with alcohol, but when you're living in slums in the ghettos and everybody's fighting and shooting each other, that's just gonna get worse. There's some people tobacco. What was brother saying? Right, even the Chinese restaurants is in the hoods.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about what you order? Or I ordered chow mein and orange chicken. No, you ordered chow mein and rats. Right. They put all that sauce in it, so you kind of can't taste it.
Yeah.
And that's an abomination against the Most High God. When you look at the dietary law,
And they said that's an unclean food.
that's an unclean food. When you go into the dietary law, you can't be out here eating rats.
Right.
We royalty. We beautiful people. Right? We can't. Right. That's a commandment. Hopefully we'll be able to get to that. Right. Let me get verse 54.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
Listen to this. Tell me. Remember, the Lord is talking to the Israelites.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Right. So the Lord saying, so the man, he's telling the Israelites, so the man that is tender among you and very delicate, this is what's going to happen if y'all don't keep my commandments.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. Right? Black on black crime.
Not to cut you off.
Oh, no, you got it.
It definitely says something like that in the book of Proverbs too.
Oh, yeah.
And in Romans, like they say, if you hate your brother, then you're not, you're basically you're not born to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because in his commandments and in Proverbs, it says that we should wrap his commandments around our neck and abide them, and live by that.
Right. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you've been in your Bible.
Yeah. I've been studying.
Yeah, so and the crazy part about that is it's a continual thing.
Yeah.
And that's how you come into this truth, you become a new creature.
Right.
You walk away from the curses.
Yeah.
You say, all right, I'm not going to hate my brother because I got to keep the commandments. Because that's why they hate their brother, because they're not keeping the commandments.
Right.
The Lord said, if you don't keep my commandments, you're not going to be keeping the commandments.
Right.
What are my commandments? You going to love your people. If you don't keep my commandments, you're not going to love your people. Right? He said, your eyes shall be evil towards his brother. Now, can the white man relate to that?
No.
Is they making songs about exterminating their own race? Only our people make songs like that. Now you got the females jumping in and out. You got Stacey Red, Cardi B, hating their own sister. And then not even that, they hating the men. They making songs dissing the men. You say what? Oh, yeah, talking about abortion. Right?
I'm like, I can't even listen to that music because in the book of Proverbs it says,
You see that?
we're not supposed to be living like that.
Right. It is better to hear. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than the song of fools. Right. So that in that context, he said that the man shall hate his brother, but hey, the sisters hate their sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's all about who got the most.
Yeah.
You know, who got the most, who got this, who got that. Right? Right?
And First John is say we are not of this world.
That's
We are
right.
not of our flesh.
That's right. Right.
Con, it says, his eye shall be even towards his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
And towards his wife.
Yeah.
Now he beating on her. Right? What's that called? Toxic relationships. Right? Toxic relationships, right?
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Right? I don't know, brother. I don't know if you know your father.
My dad?
Yeah, you know your dad?
Yeah, I know my dad.
Oh, okay, all praises, right? Some of us know our dads, but some of us don't know our fathers. Or some of us know our fathers, but he was never there. He was probably somewhere else with another female with other kids. That's why he says, in the remnant of his children, he shall leave. So now he hate his whole family. He hate his brother, he hate his wife, and he hate his children. Right? The Lord said that'll happen to the Israelites. Right? The brother had a point? When he said something? Oh yeah, Khan, bring that. Right. This is what we were talking about with the women, verse 56.
Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you which would not peradventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
Right, because the Israelite woman used to be tender and delicate. The Israelite man used to be mighty. They used to be man back then. Men are not men nowadays, they're boys. And the women are not women nowadays. Right? So he's saying that tender woman and very delicate, this was gonna happen if y'all don't keep my command.
It says, set her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear. It's like for she shall eat them in one of things secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thy gates.
Right. So long story short, that makes sense, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about, with these other female artists coming up. They don't want the children no more. They damn twerking in front of Planned Parenthood. Talking about they got murder in their mind. You know what I'm saying? These are the curses. Only our people are doing that. You don't see the Chinese woman doing that. You don't see the Arab woman. Doing that.
Yeah, these women don't want to be women no more. They want to be men in dresses and skirts, half naked. They don't want to have children no more. They want to be a boss, woman, and this and this. That's all they care about. They don't want to be feminine women no more.
And that's the thing, when I read in Proverbs, it says that we're supposed to submit to our husband. So I realized that was definitely, it was like a self-check. I had to self-check myself, like, okay.
You see that?
I'm like, okay, all right, I hear you guys.
All praises.
I'm going to listen.
All praises. So long story short, family, if the Lord's talking to the Israelites and these things happen to us, then who must we be?
The Israelites, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We'll be the Israelites, right?
Yeah.
We'll be God's chosen people.
Yeah.
Right? The Lord said we are above all nations on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
That's why these things happen to us. You might ask yourself, why didn't this happen to nobody else?
Right.
Because the Lord chastened those that he loved.
Right.
He made all these nations, and he said, I'm going to choose Israel.
Right.
I love Israel. Right? So we're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, which means we got to keep the commandments and come back to the Most High God. We're living in the last days. Right? Y'all eat pork? Y'all eat pork?
Yeah.
All praises.
I
All
told
praises.
him, I said, Jesus cast the demons into pigs and the pigs. We ain't eating that no more. Okay?
All praise to the Most High, right? All praise, and that's right. That's right, because pork they carry demons.
Yeah.
They carry demons. They'll give you cancer. They'll give you worms. They give you worms. So no. I'm just saying these are commandments. I'm saying for sake of time, no pork. No. Y'all like the seafood boil?
I don't eat seafood.
All praise. Are you eating seafood? Hey. We're gonna bring it out for you real quick.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse number 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the water.
What the Lord said?
These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
Right?
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
Right. What has fins and scales in the waters? Right. What else? Only fish. Only fish. Check this picture out right here, brother. This is why we can't eat seafood. One lives in water, one lives on land. So, brother, you like the roaches? I mean, you look at the shrimp. Look, they got the antennas. They going like this, just like the roaches when you turn the light on. You know? You see that? Look! Even the children getting in this thing. You see that? hey, brother, you can't. Hey, that's real, brother, and that's why, the church will teach people you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But ultimately, it's for a reason. Well, a lot of times too nowadays they say the commandments are done away with, but the Lord never said that. He said these commandments are forever. Yeah. Right. So they're lying to our people, right? Because they just want you. They want to pass that plate around. They want to get your money. Right. So because it's all for your health benefits. You find out when you look at the animals the Lord said you can't eat. Look at what they do. Watch how they live. And when you wonder why you can't eat them, right? Because they're filthy, right? Like catfish. Catfish don't have scales, so you can't eat them. And it's a thing where it comes with them not having scales. Catfish, they go at the bottom of the water and be eating all the poop. So you're not gonna eat that, right? Right? Hey, but pigs eat dead bodies. Yeah. So why would you eat pig? So you gotta keep the Sabbath day, which is today, the seventh day, not Sunday, which is the first.
Okay, thank you
right?
for clearing that up, because I sure was asking, and I'm like, I don't even know what the seventh day is.
We're gonna clear that for you.
Okay.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse number 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right, Lord said, remember the Sabbath. The Lord said, He said, remember, because they're gonna tell you it's Sunday.
Yeah.
When it's today. Right.
It says 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right.
But the seventh day is
But the what?
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
What the Lord say?
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Right. So no working on the Sabbath day. Right? If you got a job that sometimes you might have to work on a Sabbath day, you kind of want to change your schedule. If you can't change your schedule, you might want to get another job.
That's right.
Because we got to keep the commandments of the Most High God, right? Because you see that? Because if you read now we got grace right now, right? But hey, when your heart stops beating, grace is over.
Right.
And if you read in this context, if you read a little more before this context, a man was put to death for gathering sticks up on the Sabbath day. Because in the ancient world, if you gathering sticks up, that was a heavy thing.
Yeah,
you sweating, you picking things up. That was working. Yeah. And he got put to death, right?
And that's why they was trying to say Jesus wasn't who he was, because he was doing work on the Sabbath day.
He doing what we doing.
Right.
This is
it's different kind of work.
We doing the Lord's work.
Exactly.
We doing the Lord's work, right? Right? Let's get that. Right, we're gonna get y'all one more scripture real quick, and then we're gonna give y'all pamphlets. Send y'all your way. Right, brother, what's your name, brother? Jeremiah. Hey, so brother, we're gonna hope to see you again. And we got the brotherhood and we got the sisterhood too. We got sisters in this thing. Okay. Right? We're waking up all around the world. We got children in this thing. My son in this thing.
Yes, so is he.
Yeah. You said, my son in this thing. So, we be having the feast days everything. We all gather together because this is my family. Right. This is the family that the Most High gave me. Right. I got family that's not in this thing, but the Most High gave me family that is. Right.
This is Luke chapter 2 verse 49. Right. And he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Will ye not that I must be about my Father's business? The Lord said, I must be about my Father's business.
You doing on the Sabbath?
I must be about my Father's business.
Hey, so we're about our Father's business, right? Well, we're not on the Sabbath day. I'm not about Elon Musk's business, right? I'm not about all these people's business, right? I'm about the Lord's business on the Sabbath day.
It's just so funny you say Elon Musk, because he works for Tesla.
Oh yeah? Hey, you out there in Fremont?
Yeah, but I already know I'm working for the devil.
I told him, I said, but you the light in your
no, we in captivity though, but I work at Tesla too. Yeah, I work right there in Fremont. Okay. Yeah. So, were you right there at the main building?
I'm in GA4.
I'm in GA4 too.
I'm in the 10.
You in the 10? I'm in the 10 too.
I do PC.
You do PC? Okay, calm. Yeah, I'm on pre-trim.
Okay.
I'm on pre-trim. Yeah, I work night shifts.
I do too, bro.
Contact that number, brother. I'm gonna have to see you up. I'm gonna have to see you up there, brother. All praise to the Most High. Right. So with that, I'm gonna get one more precept for y'all. We're gonna let y'all go. Your brother get him a pamphlet? Yeah. Give me Ephesians 1 and 2.
It's the book of Ephesians chapter 1 and verse number 2. Grace be unto you.
What the Lord say?
Grace be unto you in peace.
No, evil.
In peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ.
Right, so more grace and peace be unto you, family, that the Lord may give y'all time to come in this thing, that y'all may get built up in the spirit, that y'all may, because even with us, the Lord said, for I have not found thy works perfect before God, but we desire to be perfect. Right, so that's what we have to do, because we're living in the last days. So with that, peace and grace be unto you and the children as well.
Thank you.
Right, all praise, brother. Yeah, all praise to the Most High, brother.
Thank you guys so much. Y'all doing amazing work.
All praises, all praises. Y'all have a beautiful rest of the Sabbath. That when the sun goes down, the Sabbath is over. Right, Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown.
Okay.
All praise to the Most High.
God bless you guys.
Right, God bless y'all too. Right, give me Revelation 24 and 44. All right, we're gonna close up. Oh yeah, no, 24 and 44. Oh, Matthew. What I say? Add into the word.
Hey, I had to do it. What you say?
It's like Oslaki.
I don't even know what you want no more.
That's by one.
Matthew 24 and 44.
Bring it out. Therefore be ye also ready.
What the Lord say?
Therefore be ye also ready.
Right.
For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man coming.
In such an hour you think not the Son of Man coming, right? Let's close up with let's get Revelation 18 and God.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles, and prophets, and prophets. For Yahweh hath avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone, like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence.
Not thus with thee.
Thus with violence.
Not thus with lollipop.
Thus with violence. Shall that great city, Babylon, be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
With that, Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.